All right, everyone, welcome to VRML 2. We're going to be casting BossFight and Imperial today. Two of the top teams in the EU region. I think Imperial, the number one team this season on the EU side. I know that we're wrapping up this final week. We're seeing a lot of the placements finally settling down with Imperial as the first team and BossFight the third. Both picking up impressive records. Imperial 12-1 and BossFight 9-3. Mitzi, have you been watching some of these casts of these top teams in the EU region?
Yeah, I actually was casting boss fight versus Fortis. I remember that was last week. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. It was quite different from my usual casts on OA region, and I'm quite looking forward to tonight's stream as well.
Yeah, it's an exciting matchup. So I'm gonna play the bands. So it looks like we got both bands from both sides. BossFight banning Subway and Tanker, Imperial banning Downfall and Abandoned. So let's just think about the theme so far that we see. BossFight is banning night maps. Tanker is a night version of Cargo, essentially. It's a shorter map that you need night vision on, especially on PCVR. And then Subway also being another darker map. Not necessarily you need night vision, but a lot of dark spots. And a very, very strong map on the Imperial side. And then for Imperial, they're banning Downfall and Abandon, two long-range maps, and knowing the experience on the boss fight side, they're used to those kind of maps. They're used to using good teamwork and their overall experience. I'm predicting on the boss fight side a pick of. We'll play the first map now that we have it. One sec, which is Snow Peak, which is a surprising pick in my opinion, as I believe that boss fight was going to pick Q1. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because Q1 has the most OBJs out of any map. So for an experienced team to come into the matchup, I'm expecting them to pick Q1 because it takes new teams to pick up that map harder than other experienced teams. What do you think, Vinsu?
Yeah, I definitely do agree. Though I was quite surprised at the band picks though, since
Mm-hmm.
well, if you just look at the win rates. I was actually expecting the other way. I actually thought quarantine and snooping might get banned, but well, hearing you say out and come to think of it, yeah, you do have a point. Boss Fight does have good players for long range maps,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely seems even though Imperial also has a high win rate on those two maps, they definitely felt that it might be safer to ban those maps.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like, just looking at boss fight stats in comparison to Imperial here, um, we're definitely seeing a difference. Boss fight being dominant on those long range maps. Currently 7-5 on Snow Peak, so they have a pretty good win rate there. Bazaar being their secondary map, as well as Shipyard, Quarantine, Abandoned. So, 100% win rate so far on Downfall. So, yeah, we're definitely seeing. I'm interested to see how this really gets handled today.
Yeah, it really is.
What do
And
you?
just like you said, yeah, this
Mhm.
match is going to decide. Yeah, yeah, I think this match will but also be deciding who's gonna be the top. Well, actually, the MMR has some gap between these two teams, but
Yeah.
I surely do believe that both teams were performed their best since it's the last week and all.
Yeah, it looks like Imperial is definitely locked in their spot in the top 7. BossFight the same. So this matchup, I think, is definitely more just for bragging rights and to get, just a win over the top team. So it's gonna be good practice, especially they'll be seeing each other in 2 weeks in the semifinals and basically the overall finals for regionals, which is the format just changed today. So it's top 7 on in each region are going to compete against each other with the Challenger Cup going for every rank underneath it, and they fight to earn their 8th spot. Out of those 8 teams, there's going to be one champion of that region, and then there's a worldwide bracket where EU will have to face the champion of the OCE region, and then going into the NA, going against the NA champs. All right, it looks like we're getting into round 1 already.
Yeah, I'm watching South.
Imperial on the defensive side, BossFight spawning on those south hangars.
Can you not hear me? Is my mic on?
Okay, so
I can't.
yeah,
No,
it's
it just broke
quite
out. It
opposite.
dropped
Imperial, the defenders are currently checking the quick spawn first. I can see MK Snooper and About heading straight for the quick spawn spot. Well, since I believe now they'll be certain that it's not quick spawn. Yeah,
Two have pushed up to warehouse. 2.
Ooh, Archer giving out a really important call out. So he called out two defenders pushing up to the north side. And look at Phantom. Phantom's pushing up all the way through the middle of the section, taking down C quick. And a flash going out. He recognized one going towards the south garages.
Yeah, it definitely seems
I've given up bunker, but I have the south, the far south.
So call out giving out bunker, and then we see the defenders pushing out to some push down spots. I mean, I've been taking mid tunnels and MK Sniper pushing up to the warehouse. This is very aggressive defense that we have not seen, and this is where your call out of them checking that quick spawn allowed the defense to rotate and take specific sections of the map, which we're seeing right now is already paying off on the Imperial side.
That's aim practice.
Yeah, I do agree. BossFight seems to have been surrounded right now. Yeah, it might be a little difficult for them to break through.
Can't wait long. Go by garage.
Okay, so currently we have Scooby-Doo and Archer still staying on the opposite side of the lake on the 2 hangar side. And it seems Legal and Radarhead has actually moved into the tunnel, ignoring Phantom Operator.
It looks like they are. Well, so it's trying to handle this defense, knowing Phantom's pushed up quite far.
Yeah, actually, this strategy might just work if they could, if those two attackers managed to break through the other defense and actually reach the OBJ. I don't think a Phantom Operator will be able to make back. Will be able to return on time.
Yeah.
And that could be resulting on a cap.
Still beta 4, still beta 4. Copy, both spots hot.
I mean, Phantom's pushing so far. I mean, this is just it's interesting to see. I mean, he's pushed up almost to their spawn at this point, and there's only one attacker that's dead. And now we're going to see some action between Raiderhead and his partner here, Legil, as they push past Snooper, who is sitting at the warehouse. There was a drone on the boss fight side, so they were able to see where these two defenders were on objective. I don't think they realized how bold these other attackers
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I definitely see what you are meaning. We also have Scooby-Doo pushing up from bunker. Okay, so far, BossFight's decision of ignoring Phantom Operator and just heading on that is working at the moment or so, and we just got
Echo 3,
a
Echo 4 killed one.
kill
Back of the
from
base.
BossFight. Oh,
Oh,
Minus two, minus two.
Avid took out Scooby and Legil coming in from that central side. Radar now swinging the corner, looking for Abbott. I think he's going to catch him out here. Does catch out Abbott. Snooper with the flank.
oh,
And a
Bomba-
round win for
yeah.
Imperial there. Excellent plays there from Imperial.
yeah. I was kind of worried about Phantom Operator getting out that far, but well, it seems it worked out just fine.
Yes, he definitely did a wild push there, but it did pay off. The defense did work. There's no caps. At the end of the day, that is what matters. Raiderhead picking up 2 defenders there off his flanks, but they were mainly refrags off of dead teammates, and then Phantom picking up 2 with his wide flank, and then same with Abbott and Snooper. I'm curious to see. I think BossFight's going to take a step back and look at just overall how to attack this sort of defense. And I think it's definitely going to be depending on the spawns. Since BossFight got such a far spawn, they weren't able to catch out defenders in specific areas.
Yeah, exactly. The spawn might look close since it's just opposite. Yeah, you can just cross the lake and reach the OBJ, but yeah, the crossing this lake is kind of, yeah, I'd call it a express ticket to Jordan River or of some kind. It's really dangerous to actually cross this lake on this map. But anyway, I think Imperial got the same spawn the boss fight had just a round before.
I had saw the crossing around here.
Look at that, Legil and C-Quick doing the push as well.
I'll be on my spot, but we can move up. Yeah. You can put a bit.
Oh, and unlike boss, oh no, there is one. 24 Gray is approaching. No, 24 Gray is stationed next to the tower. Currently watching bunker side, checking to see if there's any defenders spread out near bunker.
And he has it 4 times too, so he's trying to get those
Too late to move now, guys.
those picks.
Surely seems so.
How fucking hard is it?
Yeah, boss fights defend is kind of going similar to what we've just seen Imperial do, but the difference, I believe, is that no one is heading straight in like Phantom Operator did. the round before.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely the difference.
Got no one peeking on the south. I'm gonna rotate to the north. 4 minutes. Is this set to 6 minutes, lad?
So we have Leo, About, and Mark Snooper pushing in the tunnel. We've got no defenders positioned right outside any entrance of the tunnel, so, well... Oh, well, check this out. Leo and About are entering warehouse. We're currently... Yeah, I think Kui must have heard the footsteps.
Oh, looks like Seaquick is gonna take out 2 here. Oh no! So Seaquick took out Leo and Abbott Flick taking out Seaquick. That is a 1-1 so far.
Yeah, but Lego is just behind this. What should I call it?
Yeah, he's on the side of the hill here. I think that's definitely an unorthodox spot. You usually see people back in this basin right here, but Legel's created his own little meta here, standing and with the Volk uniform, he looks almost invisible. Phantom taking
Firing
shots at
comms bots.
objective.
Yeah, and since most of this walls around OBJ are penetrable. Yeah, I'd say.
Ooh, Abbott landing flashes over at Legel. I don't think he's gonna cross in enough time. Abbott and Legel about to swing at each other. Legel not looking away at the right time when Abbott are about to get into an engagement here. Legel looks away at the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
time. It's onward timing for you. Abbott with the pick on Legel, bringing it BossFight just down to their last 3 defenders on objective here.
Just watch the lake cross. I'm trying to watch towards outpost.
Some good callouts from Scooby there, who calls out to watch Lake for Archer there.
Be able to see almost anything from outpost from this angle.
I do believe so.
Looks like Imperial's stacking up with some sort of offense here.
You nearby clearing that?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it seems at first sight they are moving all together, but if you check on the details, they are actually trying to surround.
Right, one more
The
thing, 1 minute.
defenders.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to attack in like 40 seconds.
They're pushing the defenders in. Yeah, I doubt that at this moment there won't be any flankers, but Imperial surely is pressuring it on.
Archer throwing a flash, thinking one was on Phantom, about to be pushing up through Archer here, taking the Ice Lake approach. He's about to see Archer's elbow here, and Archer takes out Phantom. Abbott taking out Scooby-Doo. Now we're back to 2-on-3 here.
We've only got 33 seconds now, 32 to go. Okay, so Super sends out a. Oh.
Oh my god, that's right. Holy
And another round
Abbott
win for
caught-
Imperial.
Yeah, nicely played both teams, I might say.
Yeah, that was impressively played by Imperial there. Using that last 30 seconds to cause havoc on objective definitely threw off BossFight's last remaining defenders there. And Imperial getting the same spawn as BossFight, so we saw how each team defended and attacked the objective according to that spawn. What do you think was super successful for Imperial on that defense.
Yeah, I definitely go for. Yeah, I definitely think that bold move made by Phantom Operator did make some differences. Well, BossFight also sent two of their defenders to check the quick spawn, and the moment they noticed that it wasn't quick spawn, they kind of rotated, but they didn't move out that far like Phantom Operator did. And I do believe that did make a difference. Because if my recollections are correct, there are some moments when yeah, well, if some member of boss fight was out on the middle of the map, he might have got some kills while Imperial members were moving, but well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like we had a round restart there. So far on the Imperial side, Abbott picking up the majority of the kills, going 6-1. Definitely making an impression on this boss fight team. It looks like.
Okay, so the OBJ for rounds 3 and 4, it seems will be placed inside the main tunnel. I might say I'm not actually fond of this particular OBJ in Snow Peak.
What's this one? Oh, this one of my favorite ones. It's one of my favorite ones to attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some pretty bad memories about attacking this spot. Yeah,
I understand.
yeah. Yeah, since it's inside a tunnel, you really have like how can I say? Well, moving inside this object itself is kind of tricky because, like I just said, it's kind of straightforward. You can get shot from like far across the tunnel from where you are if like the opponent manages to see you. So yeah. But on the other hand, as a caster, I do believe this will be an interesting one. Like, yes. It is Snow Peak, but this particular OBJ is inside the tunnel, which means we will be seeing, well, the most battles will be on close quarters and all.
Which is, I think, definitely an Imperial's wheelhouse.
Mhm.
I am trying to get you a little a character for your
Oh.
man. Let me see. I just don't even see it in here, so you know what? You're just gonna. I'm gonna just have to patch that later.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
fine
nothing I
for
can
me.
do now. And then it looks like they are taking a timeout as round is yet to start.
Well, thanks to the viewers who are currently tuning in to this broadcast right now. This is VRML Onward, Season 14, Week 14 of EU Region Match, Imperial versus BossFight.
I figured it out. Bam. We got a character, Mitsu. There we go. It looks like you weren't.
Oh, I
You haven't
can't
been
wait to see it.
assigned a photo yet. So that's what the issue was. So I just assigned you a photo. All right, now get into that round. This is round 3.
Oh, when it seems BossFight got the quick spawn.
We're gonna see an engagement in the south side. That's my first prediction.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so no one is trying to take a detour.
Quick.
They're all headed into the tunnel. Oh,
Scooby-Doo taking
Scooby-Doo
out
ta-
Gray only and Knock. Snooper taking out Legel and Scooby, and an Archer with the refrag on the Snooper there. And a revive going to go out for 24 Gray.
yeah, I
Radar
mean,
taking out Leo.
Phantom did down Archer and revived Gray.
Some pre-fire headed towards C-Quick, and then Radar and Archer trading shots at each other.
Oh, Gray catches Radar.
Great pick, a C-Quick with the flank! It taking out Gray and an Archer taking out Phantom. And a
Oh, that's a
trade
point.
giving
Yeah.
BossFight the win.
That was quick, considering it was quick spawn, and OBJ was this particular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the match only took 55 seconds, was it?
55 seconds.
Yeah, from what I recall, I think BossFight actually used a HE frag there.
I think that's what got Gray at the start.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Of course, Snow Peak is it's considered a large map, and the use of HE frag is allowed. But yeah, I don't really remember seeing that actually being used on a league match that often.
I think the two best places I've seen them is especially in this objective with that spawn, the two common spots is I don't know if you saw where Snooper was, where he pushed down the south and he called out. Usually attackers will blow that up first, so that way they gain south entirely, and then they can use util to push up through south. That's typically the way that most teams do it, or the way that Scooby or one of the attackers used it on Gray there.
Yeah, come to think of it, it does seem like a great strategy there.
Looks like Imperial getting not quick, but another south spawn.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
I'm going
Wait,
in.
where are you?
Yeah, unlike on the previous round, I believe there are going to be some attackers pushing through the sub-tunnel, or I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, but you know, not the main tunnel, but the tunnel in front of it that's shaped like a half-eaten donut. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, Radar has actually pushed out, but yeah, I think he might have chosen the wrong side to push out. Oh, not quite. Radar catches
Ooh, he
Gray.
took out Gray. big pick there.
Yeah, and that definitely got about attention. Now about
They might have got quick spawn, but they went the other way.
watching that
They did.
way.
They came from the south.
But it seems Radarhead is just rotating back. He has actually moved back onto the tunnel. Okay, after losing one of their members, I think Imperial is being more cautious here about pushing in.
It looks like they're doing teams of 2 here. I wonder what the game plan here is for Imperial.
State.
I'm not too sure what they plan on doing here.
This is quite interesting. So, I don't think Imperial is going to push from both sides. I think they're gonna just push in from the left side of the tunnel. If you put the north side up to the head, that would be the left side. But since they did got a spawn on the left side, that's quite fine. Anyway, we got 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Now 40. Now 40. Leo and About moving together.
I'm trying to predict where Imperial could be coming from. I think they're waiting for a rotation from the defense, but typically only
Yeah.
happens from these high tier teams when there's a cause for it. So smoke on objective or another kill or anything like that. But BossFight staying really diligent, staying to the spots. Radar taking out Abbott. Leo going for the refrag, pre-firing into Radar's position. Oh my god, what a pick! Radar taking out
Echo two,
Leo
Echo two, Echo
and
two.
Abbott.
Imagine that, shush, Leo.
Yeah, that's 5-2. Oh, a nice C4
one,
by
there's one
Leo.
more.
Actually downs Phantom Operator.
And a revive. And a flick! Mitchell taking out
Oh,
Phantom and Snooper. Oh my.
Yeah, that was amazing. BossFight managed to hold it up without even one casualties.
MVPs of the round, Radar and Legel. I mean, both
Yeah.
getting a really good picks there.
Right, so that just brought the scores back to 2-2. That's even. And since that was round 4, which means we're getting a new OBJ. So OBJ for rounds 5 and 6 will be next to this container. This is also... Yeah, this... I personally think this is one of the tricky spots to defend OBJ.
Yeah, this objective definitely you can't really play too tight on. But I think we're gonna see Imperial play very aggressively on this one. I haven't watched too many of their casts, but I think just based off of past defense, this Imperial is going to clear south spawn and then stack their defense accordingly. That's just my prediction. Let's see how that plays out.
Oh, BossFight got the spawn inside the tunnel.
Watch out. You can get all the way to the tank.
It looks like Leo's gun was like freaking out right there. I wonder if he's having some tracking issues. Look at that, Snooper's engaging right through mid tunnel where 3 boss fight attackers are pushing through. Archer
Yeah.
getting a flick, taking out Snooper.
Oh. Okay, since gunshots were fired from that side, I think Leo is going to watch that opening and actually catch his radar hit. Also downing QC and finishing him off. Yeah,
like
that's
he-
a heavy loss for BossFight.
That is a heavy loss. It took out their entire garage push off of 1 defender. See Quick and Radar Head both dying to just Leo there. And now Imperial is wrapping up through the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes like there.
Yeah, BossFight is kind of stuck inside the tunnel right now. Well, you can take a detour by running out towards the north side, and I do believe that's what Scooby-Doo is actually doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so About is actually holding the bunker. But, okay, so it doesn't seem Scooby-Doo is going to directly hit the bunker or attack from the other side. I think we actually have a drone coming out from Scooby-Doo.
Ooh. I don't see the drone just yet.
Yeah, it's passing alongside bunker right now. It's
Oh yeah, they called out the defender. They called out Abbott's position.
yeah.
Or was he calling out
Yeah.
Phantom?
I'm not quite sure, but by the looks of it, Gray and Phantom could all have been spotted. Well, I'm not sure where drone's camera is currently aimed at, but About's actually going for a flank, I believe.
He is.
And I do believe Scooby-Doo is endangered right now.
Abbott's about to catch out a few of these attackers here. Yeah, he took out all 3 there.
Yeah.
What a flank there by Abbott. I mean, he perfect timing and BossFight just not even aware of it at all. BossFight kind of just using their time, and so yeah, it allowed Abbott to just push through bunker and take out 3 of them.
Yeah, kill counts were made, and I'm not quite sure they've actually checked that no attackers from BossFight has actually went out towards the north side, but yeah, that flank was really good. And I do believe that was possible by the first 2 kill counts on the what do you call this? Tank house?
Um, oh, I just call it the south garages.
South garage, got it.
Yeah, southeast garage. My calls are pretty different than a lot of league players. I've been in this league for a bit, and I've competed at top levels, but I just don't I don't really know too many call outs. Like I'll have certain stuff that I've just made myself, so I know where certain stuff is, but yeah, general call outs are definitely not. Looks like BossFight just spawned in on defense, so let's get back into round 6 here.
East node, secure beat mode.
Should be round 5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's isn't it supposed to be round 6? Oh,
It is round
whatever.
6, yeah. Super taking shots at Scooby through the middle.
Missed one in your
Haskos.
position, Phantom.
Yep. Imperial getting the north side spawn. They are pushing it quite fast.
I'm
About
joining you,
headed
Phantom.
towards bunker. Radarhead is actually having.
No, I saw nobody
Well,
cross.
Radarhead is actually holding up the side of the lake, but I'm not quite sure whether he'll be able to spot about in time.
Go sniper.
Yep. I can flash if you want. Yes, goes.
.24 gray is. Yeah, by the sounds of it, 24 gray is going to take a long detour. Oh,
It could be behind any of these sandbags, just be careful.
Yep. I can flash in one peek if you want.
Leo needs refagability. Go, Snooper. I will be here.
Phantom, Mart Snooper, Leo still inside the tunnel. They haven't moved out just yet. I wonder if they're waiting for any signals or kill counts.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. BossFight playing a very interesting defense as well. Kind of similar to Imperial, less pushing onto bunker, but 2 taking that south hangar.
Yeah, you are correct.
And 2 on the middle Haskos.
What's up?
What a
Gray
snipe.
had an Gray had an angle
What's
on
up? Maybe
Vivo,
radar
was
again
it?
on the flank. Bye.
Yeah, that was an amazing snipe.
He's looking towards mid.
I believe now Radarhead is in full alert.
Yeah, I'll attack through there. I think I dinked him. He might be resible. I'm unsure.
Archer's position is... I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we do have some times left, but yeah, I'm not quite sure this is a good idea. No kill counts made, just lost one of the defenders. I'm quite surprised Archer is not returning, but
There's 2.5 minutes left.
no,
I'm
he's
going
on
back.
his knees.
Wait, here's one now. But now he's rotating. Which seemed to be just bad timing as Phantom was coming down, but Phantom opts to rotate off. Archer gonna give out that call out and proceed to remain as quiet as possible. 2 minutes left on the clock and 1 pick. Imperial has patience. This is some good patience. I mean, they're definitely taking their time.
You think they're actually aiming for a cap here? I mean, the points are currently 3-2. Imperial is on a match point.
Yeah. Did Imperial call out a possible cap?
I'm not quite sure about that.
Okay. You see quick watching that crossing through middle. We see Abbott drop a smoke on front of objectives. The flash is going towards cheap front part of Hesco's and a counter flash from C quick. Or is that a nade? That's a nade. Doesn't hit anyone. Abbott should hear these. C quick taking out Phantom. Abbott with the refrag on a C quick. Scooby 2 now rotating, trying to cover front Hesco's and cheap. Excuse me. And then the secondary Sparta cave crossing here. And takes out Abbott and Leo. MK Super with the refrag. Archer taking out Snooper there. Another round win for BossFight.
Yeah. This is surely an interesting match tonight.
Yeah, I've got to pick this one up. This is interesting. BossFight is just playing extremely well. It seems like Imperial is waiting for an all-together push, and they like to get picks throughout the rounds and then slowly push to objective. BossFight is letting objective guys get strains with 3-4 attackers pushing. And then they bring back defenders pushed out from their wide spots to get refrags on Imperial's all-together push. I mean, that's what I've gathered, because it seems like Imperial's stacking in all their attackers at once, which allows for the defenders to pick out 2-3 guys all at once. Once all util has been used. That's just that's the success I'm seeing on the BossFight side that's working out for them.
Yeah, I do believe so. So, I guess we've reached round 7 on Snow Peak. Well, the new OBJ will be inside.
Alright. Now we're getting to round 6 here. Round decider, map decider. Who's going to win Snow Peak?
Yeah. And for that, this OBJ might be just the one for it.
It's like getting the south garage spawn.
Yeah. That's
Leo
north
being
garage.
aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, Leo has pushed his way all to the... Yeah, I think those conversations are audible to Leo. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he peeked over there. He definitely heard them. No callouts to his team though, so that info stays just to him. Maybe a mic spam, something, but he can't call out without being heard.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we have Lego and Radar Head slowly pushing up the tunnel.
Now I think this pick is gonna be definitely throwing off Radar Head. So Legel's about to cross. Leo heard these callouts and now he's looking towards, but he misses it just as right. Oh, it might be peeking back.
Oh, shots being fired by Lego.
Yeah, he oh, with a grenade launcher, but it doesn't hit Leo.
Nice.
Leo taking a shot, but able to syringe, so he took a hit. Legel firing off more shots. Leo trying to bait out Legel by saying that he is down.
Don't think Lego is actually fooled by it though.
This is a great battle between these two.
Yeah. Oh, Leo's not talking.
Yeah, he's giving out full comms.
Drone down.
Phantom taking out a drone. See Quick looking up towards his north side with the flash from Phantom. Now he's opting to rotate back. I think he's gonna try to swing wide here. See Quick still looking north.
I think QC might have an angle here.
Oh, but he's not looking the right way. Is that a nade? Oh, it is.
Oh,
It's
misses.
cooked too long. And a trade from Scooby and Phantom. Scooby's still revivable. That is a big pick for BossFight.
Gonna be a flanker.
Yeah.
See Quick calling out a possible flanker. And there is one Abbott. See Quick taking out Abbott. So flanker called and taken out. 3 Imperial defenders left.
Oh.
Radar taking
then
out
now
Leo. Oh no.
Yeah, it's 4-2.
BossFight just not stacking together, taking very wide approaches slow and taking out each Imperial defender out individually. Excellent offense so far.
Yeah, and we also have some time remaining as well.
Yeah, we
It
definitely
could be said that Imperial is kind of surrounded right now.
definitely can see a clutch from Imperial side as Snooper and Gray have been performing. But now it's
There
up to
goes in a there goes in a smoke.
the great
thrown
smoke
by
from
Archer.
Gray with the counter flash and a push. But he
I
can't
don't
find a
think-
door, he's stuck in the smoke.
Archer is slowly pushing up. We have QC also throwing a smoke on the north side entrance.
And now Gray's watching both sides here. A flash from
Yeah.
C-Quick going over the roof, not landing at any defenders. Gray yet to peek this.
Yep, Gray catches QC.
Oh, and a trade! That was just Snooper and BossFight
BossFight.
win Snow Peak 4-3.
Snoopy is our
Yeah, that was quite amazing. Performed by nice attack performed at BossFight.
BossFight with the win over Imperial and Snow Peak. That is an upset.
Yeah, it surely is.
So Imperial, I think, gonna rehost. So we're gonna bump this into intermission until we get that next map going. hopping right into it here. Round 1 of cargo.
Yep. We've got. Oh. We've got some smokes placed by BossFight.
Leggio taking out Abbott right off the gate. Flashes coming out from Imperial. Leo takes some shots at C Quick, who counters with the nade. And on top of the feeling, not landing on any attackers here.
Might just be down though, so let's assume we go 5. But possible to go 4.
Audio room 1 triangle area.
C Quick C4 himself.
Yeah, that did cost him a lot. Oh, that must have been hurt. Takes out Leo.
Archer
And,
with the Archer flash and took out Snooper and Leo Phantom with the refrag.
Now 3-2.
And another flash that doesn't hit Phantom. I think it was just too short.
Yeah. Anyway, Gray has also joined Phantom. I guess they'll be pushing from the tunnel side.
Still alive?
Yeah, still alive, still alive.
I hear one about it, and maybe one in class fighter.
Yeah, that was quite close for Gray. I'm not quite sure whether he knows it, but if he just moved a little inch to the right side, Radar would have caught him. Shots being fired from Gray to Radarhead.
One's on the left side, green barrels.
Yeah, Gray definitely has pinpointed Radarhead's position.
Did he see me? I guess he sees me. Only back.
Imperial's waiting for any rotations.
Yeah, that rotation did came. Radarhead has returned near OBJ. But I'm not quite sure.
One's
No,
behind
I
red
don't think
container,
Imperial noticed it.
One is on the
Noticed
far
it,
right side
though.
inside 2. One is the green.
Bravo 3, Bravo 3.
Well, this is quite odd. Considering it's cargo, Imperial is also holding their position. I think you are right on this one, Vati. I think Imperial are indeed waiting for the defenders to rotate.
Yeah, 24 Gray was getting some pushes. Oh, Phantom has a nasty angle onto Scooby here through the crate. And he does take out Scooby.
Got Scooby.
What a pick.
Oh,
24 Gray taking out Radarhead. They are disassembling this boss fight defense, leaving just Legil. Legil with the G3. Interesting gun choice. Allows him to pre-fire though. And Phantom taking out Legil. What a play there for Imperial.
Yeah, I have just the right quote for this. It's never done till it's done. Boss fight had heads up when the round started. They did caught. Yeah, I remember the first kill was from boss fight, right?
Yes. Yeah, boss fight swung down the middle and picked an Imperial attacker, Abbott, right down when he was running through the central part of Diamond. So it definitely allows boss fight to feel more comfortable in their defense, knowing that one less attacker. However, 24 Gray and Phantom playing really slow and just getting great picks. Once Phantom took out Scooby through the crate, that definitely opened up the defense for them to rotate and take him out accordingly.
You're absolutely correct.
All right. Now this is a different sort of roster that I'm used to seeing. I usually see Sayonara, and he is their shorter, faster player. I think he would do really well on cargo, but no sub outs on the boss fight side just yet.
I will jump one flash at the start.
All right, going
Let's
into round
try.
2 here. Imperial on defense.
Patient boys.
Yep.
And be ready for
We
that
got
flash.
BossFight on the offense. Pre-fire's coming. I think that's from QC. Blocking anyone trying to get behind the barrels, I believe. Pre-fire still coming out.
They like to pull off the center on Hesco, Leo. The Hesco, you know.
Yeah, if that pre-fire was aimed to block anyone from getting behind that barrel or to secure the right side area, I might dare say it did work.
Mm-hmm.
You won't hear audio when they move up, they crouch everywhere.
What a good call out by Phantom.
Yeah, a flash being thrown.
And a
Leo down.
nade.
Whistle down, Smoke Snooper.
I mean, what call outs from boss fight here?
Some more smokes, I think. To confirm kill on Raiderhead down Leo. Phantom quickly refrags and catches Raiderhead.
I've been taking out
About
Scooby.
Scooby.
Oh,
About
no.
also takes out QC.
Oh my
Phantom takes out
god.
Lizzo.
Yeah, Phantom taking out Legel as well through the central. Archer still on the yellow room. Looking for a pick, and Phantom taking out Archer as well.
Yeah. Imperial is definitely heads up on this map. This was Imperial's pick, I believe.
Yeah, it was. And-
Wait, is that... Oh no. Yeah, we got a lobby crash.
Yeah, lobby crash. Man. Of course. I don't even know what objective it was, but the thing is, I don't think they have to go back to that exact objective again.
Yeah.
Because the round was over.
Right, in the meantime, thanks for everyone to drop in. Well, we see Lil Sayonara, Mr. Diamond VR, Dimples of Concentration, Ghost Recon 10, Fire Queen Wifey, Ollie at 78, Fever, oh hi Fever. Lonely Viper, yeah, and to those who aren't currently using the chat right now, once again, thank you for dropping in.
Right, I don't see a...
Mhm. I believe the match will be restarting soon.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Looks like these scores are reset. Yeah, I fixed the snow peak scores. I got to a rush once we got that timeout and they just started the rounds. So it looks like now we got the correct scores up on the screen. And it looks like this is a different objective.
Yeah, by the way, Imperial is 2 points up, right? I'm gonna change scores right now.
Yes, it was 2-0.
Yep. Set.
Yeah. Now this objective is really easy to cap for a lot of teams. There's some good util use, and flashes can definitely lead in a capper to push down, and definitely put the defense on a stressful side. All right.
Right. So we did get a interesting OBJ here. Smoke's coming out from BossFight. Yeah, that smoke was to gain some time and some coverage for Radar Head to pass through. And we see QC catching Gray, Scooby-Doo downing Leo. Oh, it's a trade. Snooper and Leisure trades. Phantom Operator.
Bandit's on objective
Down
with the
QC
tablet
and
out.
Archer.
Oh, and it gets taken out by Scooby.
That was quick. Yeah, that really was a close one.
I really thought we were going to see a cap there. That was scary. You see how it's so stressful because you have when you have a cap on objective, the only thing you can do with those smokes, especially when they're a smoke capper, is just pre-firing and flashing and hoping that you kill the capper.
Yeah, that's really distressing. Believe me, I've been to that situation a lot. But anyway, it did turn out good for BossFight in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Not so good for Phantom and Imperial though.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo picking up 3 that round.
sides change, we'll have to see how Imperial defends and how BossFight attacks this OPJ.
All right.
Three Heskers, be careful.
Yep.
Alright, both teams spawned, second position. We are ready to go. This is round 4. Alright, Smokes also plays.
Look at all these flashes. Abbott taking out Radar down the middle. Leo pushing through, taking out C Quick and Legel. Still now pushing through middle. Imperial 5 up, taking out Archer.
Yeah, that was quick.
That was another lobby
Oh
crash.
my god, another lobby
Another lobby crash. No
crash.
way.
It's a good thing the round was over though.
Yeah, let's go back to the scoreboard here. Okay. This game is difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the round was over though, like you said, so.
Yeah, we had the result confirmed by system.
I mean,
Points are 3-2-1. Yeah, Imperial on the
Guess-
winning side.
yeah, I think Imperial is the host of Cargo here, so you know, all they have to do is just, I mean, 2 lobby crashes within 2 rounds is just, it's a lot.
Yeah, it really is.
Alright, lobby is back up. I need to enable casters, so let me send them a message here. Are you able to join the lobby?
Yeah, I think they forgot to turn on the allow casters one.
They're making a new lobby. Yeah, they're making a new lobby. There we go.
Yep.
You know, I know the the round got interrupted by that crash there, but Imperial was very dominant up until the lobby ended. But I think Imperial still had all 5 defenders up on that offense. We were pushing really aggressive there.
Exactly. Right. I believe the scores were 3-1. Oh, we got an interesting OBJ here.
He's the first South one we've seen so far in this matchup on Cargo. Looks like both teams are planning on this objective. BossFight played very quick and fast on their last offense. This when a cap opportunity was pretty easy, and Imperial countered that with their own aggression. I think again we're gonna see a pretty strict defense here for the BossFight side.
Yeah, BossFight can't allow any more points lost because Imperial is on a match point. So, being said, scores 3-1. There comes our round 5.
Here goes it, boys. Do it. Be not afraid.
Imperial pushing in. Smokes being thrown here and there.
Leo taking out
catching
Radar
Head.
Mm.
Yep.
No aggressive Phantoms. I mean Imperial is they're on objective.
Oh, I think this will be a cap here.
Yep. Imperial with a cap 5-1 over BossFight on Cargo. What a performance for Imperial. Imperial running in and getting several picks through crate 1 there, taking out Radar Head, and then Sheet Quick through the middle, and a pick on Scooby. Let the 2 attackers, Phantom and Leo, get to objective and cap, while Archer was still swinging around through blue crate. Not aware that his team got pushed very heavily with flashes and util and aggressive attackers. So a good push by Imperial there, securing a 5-1 over BossFight. This lets this map 3 be a decider for the overall match. I'm excited to see how that works out so far.
We are finally, we will be going into round 3, which will be BossFight's pick. So, let's recall it. We got Downfall and Abandoned Band.
I think we could possibly see BossFight picking Q1.
Quarantine is surely a nice map.
I'm predicting Q1 or a Shipyard. Those are my 2 predictions. As you know, BossFight's been doing really well in Shipyard this season against specific teams. So I can pull up their stats and see if we can predict it before. Okay. Yeah, I think their BossFight should pick Q1. Yeah, I think they might pick that. It seems like last time these teams played against each other, BossFight won Quarantine 4-0 against Imperial.
Yeah, I think yeah, it might be Quarantine.
Oh, it's Shipyard.
Oh, interesting. It surely is Shipyard. We are going in for our last map for tonight.
Ooh. All right. I think, Q1 was, I think, the easy choice for BossFight against Imperial, especially considering how last time that was the outcome. And with both teams secured in the top 7, I think that this definitely was a pick just to test the waters against Imperial and to what maps they can win against them. So I think BossFight's seeing if they can win Shipyard against Imperial. It is a medium-sized map, a lot like Subway and Bazaar, which Imperial has really good experience in. However, it is a custom map, so it's newer, and BossFight does have experience on it. So this is going to be an interesting map, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do remember BossFight's latest match was also included Shipyard. I believe that was back with Fortis last week.
Okay.
Yeah, BossFight did show off a pretty impressive tactics here.
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm actually expecting to see some more of it today. Really looking forward to it.
I'm excited. I heard the
So
round
do I.
timer. But it looks like they were just baiting me there. Shipyard is a custom map, so it is made not by the developers of the game, but a map creator that's just been in the community, and it is an excellent map.
Yep,
One of
it
my
sure
personal
look.
favorites. I don't know about you, Minsu. How do you like Shipyard?
Yeah, to be honest, we never played this map this season.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that we don't like it or what, but well, it just doesn't. How can I explain this? Well, it never kind of caught our sights, even when choosing maps for next match. Shipyard wasn't a candidate for us. Yeah, but on the other hand, because I haven't had to be honest, I haven't had any experience on Shipyard on this season, so yeah, it's always interesting to watch how the match goes out on this map.
Right, it looks like some of the chatters here are asking for their points. Let me see if I'm not even too sure how to work that. All right. Shipyard is a pretty defensively advantaged map, so Volk should have the upper hand here. But with good teams and good strats, you can definitely get into objective and Mix some things up. The Flash is going out of Imperial. They're pushing into ship. Leo and Abbott crossing above red ramp, getting to mid-side ship. BossFight with some slower approach and a nade. A beautiful nade landing at Abbott.
Now, you know what's interesting? Currently, Imperial, I don't think Imperial hasn't placed anyone on that rooftop. This is quite interesting because
I think 24 Gray's at the rooftop.
oh yeah, not on that rooftop. The rooftop
On
I meant was
Central.
on the central. Yeah, the central
Yeah.
one. This is quite interesting.
So Abbott's body armor and health overall is really low, as he got down by a grenade early into the round. Quick taking the very top roof of Central, looking on the ship for any pushers.
Oh, I think there came a call out from the QC.
Does
The
Archer
QC
have
is
any?
quickly.
Archer's out of utility, so Leo is sound baiting any push from Archer here.
Yeah. Alright, QC is now joined with Raiderhead. QC on the topmost part of the central building.
Leo taking
Leo
out
hits
Archer on ship.
Last one, center roof.
We have Raiderhead. Oh,
Mid,
Raiderhead and
second
24 Ray must have pinpointed each other's location, I believe. Raiderhead was pointing his gun towards where 24 Gray was hiding. And since some gunshots were fired from 24 Gray, I believe, is also aware of it. More gunshots being fired by Raiderhead.
Great. I mean, Quick's position is interesting. He jumped off of that roof into that central.
Oh.
Great taking out Quick from roof.
So now with the time remaining of 3 minutes to go. Legal and Scooby-Doo, I think, are trying to clear the base level of the central building. Raiderhead still on top. No, Raiderhead still on the rooftop. And a call out has just been out from Raiderhead. About 2 defenders still alive on ship, which is correct. So Legal should be careful if he's trying to push that ship. But by the looks of it, he is not going to.
Yeah, Raider's not checking ship at all, and Abbott will catch him in his crossings if Radar isn't careful here.
Yep. Abbott catches Raiderhead. It's now 2-5.
Got
Stupid
one,
taking
got
out.
one.
Yeah. Stupid
Yeah,
cutout,
Scooby-Doo
skipping the
Center,
middle.
center.
Now it's just up to Legel here against 5 Imperial defenders. Legel taking out Gray. And what a flick! Legel takes out Snooper.
Yeah, nice. Suddenly down to 3-1 from 1-5. That's quite some progress made here. Now Abbott has taken control of the rooftop. Phantom's still inside Cap building.
Ooh, Abbott might catch out Legel here. Does he see Abbott? He
I'm
doesn't.
not-
And he fell.
Oh!
He fell to his death.
Yeah. Yeah, that does seem to happen a lot these days.
Yeah. I usually see people falling off because if you jump from that middle top roof to the secondary roof, you'll take damage. So you
Mhm.
usually see that. I don't think I've ever seen someone fall off the stairs there, but you might have been trying to land on the white truck and just missed it.
Yeah,
No.
anyway, that move did cost a lot.
All right. Now boss fight's on defense here. This is a tough one to attack. I'm curious to see boss fight's different strats on shipyard for defense. Their offense seemed a lot like their other maps, kind of spreading out and coordinated and getting picks before moving in. But that round's not an option to get a few picks.
Yeah.
And so far, from what I've been seeing, I think boss fight could really benefit off of flash utility. Their nades are great, but I think a flash is definitely needed in some cases, like taking over ship for. I keep getting baited by their false starts there. I think what was his name? I think it was Archer was the one pushing through ship. When he downed Abbott with the grenade, if that was followed up through a flash and a push, he could have caught out Leo and Abbott there on ship, which would have been really, really
Yeah,
big.
that could have really shifted the entire game results.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, really, we're still waiting for the next round to begin.
I think they might use another timeout here. Let me see. We might have another timeout.
Okay. Guess that means another turbo.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, maybe not.
Oh yeah. Seems the player has returned.
Yeah, Shipyard is a really defensive heavy map. I know for a lot of the defenses, There isn't too many pre-fire lanes on Shipyard, which allows defense to rotate to some pretty odd places. And I know some of those spawns can definitely throw off defenses. For example, on some offensive rounds, they can spawn either on the west-south, which is pretty typical for most objectives, but one of them allows the offensive spawn on the ship. So it's a pretty quick spawn in comparison to its alternate. Alright. Like we are getting to round 2.
Oh no, I mean they've
We
used it
are
up now, right?
definitely heading into round
No, it
2.
happened. They still had another 5 minutes.
No, you can't like switch it out though, right? You use it, you lose it.
No. It had been 4.5 minutes since they informed us they were taking the time.
Defenders spreading out. Oh, I didn't know you can. Yeah, Gray is 24. Gray is actually having an angle on the rooftop.
What a fast push from BossFight here. Okay, Super taking out Legend from the start. Abbott and Leo pushing very aggressively on ship, winning ship entirely. No defender pushing on the ship. Archer taking out Super through the middle section.
He's in the second part of the building where the
Going
round
under.
is.
Oh, it seems Gray is actually acting as a sniper.
Yes, one
Is he?
center. He's in the second half of the center place.
Yeah, he was on the rooftop on the far opposite side of this OBJ. Oh, Raiderhead catches Leo.
Raider taking out Leo
Raider.
and Abbott.
Echo 3. Echo 2 move. One enemy far side center warehouse. I haven't heard him in the roof.
Took a bad call out as well as Imperial had another death.
Yeah, and it seems Phantom Operator's position has been compromised. I heard one of the BossFight players calling out the rooftop. Phantom actually moved down. He is rotating. Oh, Scooby-Doo catches Phantom Operator. Gray catches Raiderhead. It's 3-2-1.
Just left up to Gray here.
So it seems. Right. Yo, yeah. I was about to say, yeah, Archer might be pushing out a little far, and well, Gray did cut him.
It's a good pick
And by
from
the
Gray
looks
there.
of it, yeah, and by the looks of it, Gray is heading. Yeah, Gray is trying. Gray has entered the basement sewer lines. Yeah, Gray is heading inside the sewer.
I got your boat ramp. You get smoke, you.
3 minutes left on the clock. Gray's trying to play a very sneaky route here by pushing up through the basement. He could catch him. I mean, Quick and Scooby are pushed up pretty heavy on this north side, both proned out, looking at angles that Gray could just sneak out behind, and Gray proned or.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I think he has been. Gray has been compromised.
So Scooby told
Scooby is.
Quick that he's going to back off and go watch the tunnel as he has a bad feeling. That is an interesting call out there. I mean, he told Quick his rotation, and then Gray should expect Scooby there, and what a gut feeling by Scooby.
Couldn't agree more. Gray, it seems, is now moving up.
Let's see if Gray has any util. Don't think he does. This is gonna come down to predicted spots. Oh, Scooby's holding a hard angle.
Yeah, this will be hard for Gray. I think Scooby saw the gun protruding out.
Will Gray predict him in this spot?
Yeah, it does seem so. Footsteps came from Gray. Now Scooby is. Yep, Scooby catches Gray. Points are now 1-1. Boss fight back in the game.
Wow. That rotation from Scooby saved the round. I think that if Scooby didn't make that rotation, we could definitely seen either a cap or a clutch for 24 Gray there.
Mm-hmm. Right, so the next OBJ, which will be our OBJ for rounds 3 and 4, it will be located here next to the crane.
This objective is really not as defensively heavy. It allows the defenders to push up to ship and take third, but a good push on the south side could definitely open up this opportunity for a cap on either side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And this opening on the south does make it easy for the defenders as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're gonna see a defender pushing up to the the east roof, and that'll give them angles across the map and allow them to get picks. But I think who we have on offense at boss fight, I'm not too sure if they favor ship or central. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, 3 pushing ship and 1 through central. I think central's where we're gonna see the first
Shots being fired. I believe QC has been hit with that flash grenade. QC and Raiderhead both has been hit, I believe.
Raiderhead is looking.
If Leo had turned that corner a little early, he might have had an angle on Raiderhead, but no. So that's a grenade thrown. No casualties on both teams, not yet.
I think Raider has no idea of Phantom's position, but now he does. Phantom taking out Scooby-Doo. Raider about to... Phantom taking out Raiderhead, and Leo taking out C-Quick on ship. And Legil's pushed all the way up past 4 defenders.
Yeah, this is quite amazing.
If Archer lets off some shots, then defense focuses towards the spawn area, and that leaves Legil the ability to cap.
Yeah, Gray is actually, I think, yeah, Gray has an angle on Legil.
Gray taking out Legil there.
Southern main, southern main.
Archer taking out Gray.
So it's 4-1. Yeah. Okay, Archer's still staying on that rooftop. Oh, a smoke mist thrown. That must have given away his position, I believe.
Imperial's playing pretty solid here. They're not really giving up. They're good positions, but they're locking down each crossing. So Archer has to use util to kind of win any of these fights.
Yeah. Right, Archer's now down to ground again. I believe he's gonna either yeah, I believe he's gonna take a chance at the rooftop. Where currently Phantom Operator is standing guard. I believe Phantom must have heard the footsteps. Yeah, Phantom is slowly turning around. Shots being fired. Yeah, Leo is moving for a refrag here. Archer spots Leo. Phantom is moving in. Trying to get an angle at Archer again. An angle on Archer again. Archer is now inside the building. More shots being fired. Oh, Snooper finishes Archer off. And Imperial takes yet another point on Shipyard.
Both teams finding their mans here. Looks like the KDs on both sides pretty even for most players. So we're able to see how each teams are kind of approaching and losing different gunfights, and Imperial very aggressive, getting several picks early and then waiting just for that lone attacker or lone defender for BossFight. I think Imperial is going to push for a cap here.
Yeah, I do believe they are going to. It's 2-1. And yeah, Imperial might push. Yeah, Imperial will push for a cap, I believe also. Okay, Imperial got the spawn behind that building.
Who's taking center? Who's taking center warehouse?
No one. Scooby's gonna be watching it from a back angle.
And we
in
are
there for
good
free.
to go.
Well, Scoop. I don't know.
The round that could be the last round for tonight's match now begins.
We see some flash at us, see Quick and Scooby Doo here with Leo also throwing out a flash at the start.
Yeah, that's a frag grenade thrown by UC towards Leo. Now Leo and About are pretty sure that someone is above their head. I believe that was a flash grenade. The boat is actually moving around a lot. Maybe trying to get an angle at QC? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, see quick at the top roof here is.
One's middle building.
You sure? Only one?
Oh, shots being fired. Archer catches
Echo 4
sniper.
middle building.
I got your
Echo 3, Echo 3.
No, Echo 4.
Okay, that's Echo 4. That's Echo 4.
Phantom taking out C quick, crawling up through the central roof.
Center is not clear.
Yeah, that was nice shot from Phantom. But we still have we still have 4 members alive on both sides. More shots being fired.
He's moving towards the last side of center.
So Imperial is definitely pushing in.
Oh, Scooby's trying to engage Leo.
Yeah.
Green container.
Shots being fired by Phantom. I think
He
that
got
was
3
4.
lasers on radar. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
trying to skip all of these. They're all focused on him. Archer and Scooby rotating out of their spots. Now radar dropping down.
I'm falling off high point.
Yeah, since if he has indeed been compromised, that is not a good spot to still stay on. Legal catches Phantom operator. So it's 4-3, I guess. Legal has a quite good spot over there on the blue room, 2nd floor.
Archer taking out 24 gray on
Minus one on the
mid-roof.
roof. Echo 1 possible.
So he's picking apart Imperial here. Imperial
that,
taking
better
out
try that.
Archer.
One heaven, one the grey round. One 20, we have time.
Now, what do we have here?
Radar almost taking out Abbott there.
Yeah, it surely seems so. We have almost a minute to go now.
If Radar held his angle, he could have seen Abbott there. They're giving out callouts about their certain specific pushes. Radar taking out Abbott, that leaves just Leo.
Yeah, more shots being fired. I do believe Leo has been compromised. Or was it to confirm the bodies? I'm not quite sure.
That was Scooby shooting at the bodies. Now he's pushing objective with Scooby pushing up on him. Radar giving out a call that he's pushed down. Leo taking out Scooby. He's pushing towards objective here. cap.
Indeed he is.
Oh,
Oh.
radar shot Leo.
Yeah, BossFight manages to defend up. Points are back to 2-2. So it's now BossFight's turn to attack, and I believe we'll also be seeing some cap attempts being put around by BossFight as well, I believe.
Definitely. Looks like both teams here are, again, just finding their equals, and it's just a matter of Leo was able to get to objective, which is really risky, because if Radar did lose that gunfight, Leo would have capped and won the round overall. But Radar was able to get that pick on Leo through the tower. Now
It was
tying up the
impressive.
rounds. Mm-hmm.
Right, we are waiting for one of the members to ready up, and we'll soon begin. Yep. We are back on the show right now.
Don't get caught out by that staircase guy. Leo, let's try and hold it a bit differently maybe.
Aggressive push from Imperial here, who's swarming and taking ship.
Indeed they are. Scooby on the rooftop of the spawn house.
BossFight just holding their angles and not great archer
Great
trading.
archer trades. We still have Snooper on the blue room.
Yeah, Snooper likes that spot.
Radar Head is trying to approach. No, I think Radar Head is actually attempting to go up the rooftop, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But if he really wants to take control of it, he'll have to take both Phantom Operator and Snooper out. And that won't be an easy task. Right, utilities going around, gunshots being fired. QC moving quite back. I think he might try to get an angle on a Phantom Operator, I believe. Smokes are set. The BossFight team will try to slowly push to the OBJ. What's funny is that Phantom Operator is actually on this roof and hasn't noticed Radar Head right below him. That's quite interesting.
RC quick. Again, if Snooper gets taken out, OBJ is somewhat
So,
open.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, BossFight able to push through 3 defenders. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely open, but not too sure if the cap is.
Mhm.
Phantom as somewhat of an Overwatch position, so he should be pretty quick to rotate. See quick crawling through the center of the map. Have it playing an unusual spot as well, so those two are gonna catch each other off guard in a few.
Right. We have 2 minutes to go. Oh,
got
and
one
Map
south,
Snooper
south,
catches
south.
Lego. Now check it here. Raiderhead has actually made a lot far into the near to the OBJ.
Underwear.
Flashes being thrown here and there. I believe both Leo and Raiderhead has been affected by it.
Yeah.
Snooper and
Snooper.
trades. Leo catches Raiderhead. Leo finishes Scooby off.
He quick took out Abbott. He can push for a cap. He can push for
Yeah,
a cap.
he
He took out Leo. He's gonna go for a cap. Phantom still stuck
Yeah,
on
he
roof.
surely
Seaquick not
is.
realizing his opportunity here. Oh, he
Yeah,
killed himself.
yeah, I believe that was the case.
Oh
And that
no.
just
That gave
awarded
up the
2
cap
points for
opportunity
BossFight,
there.
right?
Yeah, but I don't know because it was fall damage, and whether it was intentional or not is the question. But yeah, that would have been a cap opportunity for Seaquick. Wow, I don't know.
Yeah, the points are quickly shifted. It's now 3-2.
Oh, that's upsetting. Seaquick had the
surely
cap
is.
opportunity there.
He surely had.
I don't know. That's Seaquick playing the long game there, playing silent, picking off Abbott and Leo to rotate up to objective. I mean, great plays by Seaquick there.
Yeah, he surely has picked the right spot for that. Amazing rotations, amazing refrag. Yeah, tonight's match really is something.
That's 2 rounds gone off of fall damage.
Yeah.
It's rough. Shipyard is an easy map to fall off of. I've fallen off a few times.
Right. If BossFight manages to defend this OBJ, this match will be BossFight's win. But if Imperial manages to cap, this match will be Imperial's to take.
Mhm.
Jesus, my tongue is getting twisted.
It's been a long.
I
It's been a
really-
long
yeah.
day, long cast. All right, now we're getting into this round here, round 6.
Right.
You want to go safe? Don't stand in the open with the here. Take it. Don't stand in the open. Get
Yeah,
away
you
from
shouldn't be
wall
staying
and
in the
shoot over top of
open.
the
I
wall.
don't know. I don't know who said that, but
Next, please.
I hope I can.
right. Leo, Gray, Phantom Operator, all heading straight to the rooftop, I believe. No,
Oh, what a
including
flash! Seaquick
Phantom.
got
Yeah,
4
they-
people with that flash.
Yeah, I think they're all rushing up to the ship here.
They are.
But check this out. Archer is actually going for a.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, he might catch out Snooper. That's a really far push for Archer. Leo
Oh,
and C
Leo
quick
and
trading, but Leo is revivable, and they're
Trade.
pushing objective hard.
Oh.
Yeah, Radar head needs help on objective.
Archer
I think,
catches-
yeah, Imperial could go be going for a cap here. Yep, on objective with tablets out.
No. You have to catch straight.
Oh, Radar catch Phantom, and Legel takes out 24. Avid's also going for a cap. He's shooting towards Legel. Radar head takes out
and
Avid.
BossFight
BossFight wins.
Oh, nice played.
Yes, BossFight playing that map excellently and winning Shipyard. So BossFight making a huge upset, beating Imperial. That's a big change.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, that's a big upset. Imperial getting taken onto two maps that weren't their strongest, and we see that BossFight was able to capitalize and get different pushes and advantages there. Great job by both teams.
Yeah, it really was a interesting match to watch.
I'm glad we got
Once
that one
again.
casted. All right, anything else you want to say, Mitsu, before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate BossFight for winning this map, and Imperial for also making this match very interesting. And thank you all viewers who has stayed throughout the match, and special thanks to Vati. Yeah, and that's all
I
I got to
appreciate it.
say.
Yeah. So this was my first time co-casting, so it was a fun time. Yeah, usually I'm pretty bored and trying to make commentary with myself, so I enjoyed the cast with you, Mitsu. And so yeah, we'll see if we can get some casts later in the week and wrap up the NA, EU, and OCE regions and start getting into the Challenger Cup and several of the other things. So
Yep, there are much more to see, much more to come.
all right, see you guys next time.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.